254 show today. We decided not to be in the studio, but rather go out in the streets and show you what's good when it comes to artisan works. And the question is for today, are Kenyan artisans the best in Africa? And we shall be going about and getting to find out a little bit more about what is being done here. And of course, I do hope that you get to enjoy a little bit of what we have to show you. We do have so many other kinds of artisans. Especially, we shall be starting off with the ones that use metal, and we shall be celebrating Kenyan artisans today. Let's move around and see what's good. Naweza kuuliza the same question ama tuko nakusumbua sana? Kuuliza the same question ya the workers kidogo. So that is all that is going on with the artifact. There is a little bit of some work with the metal. In case you are wondering about the artifacts, you can also record me nikiwa mbele.
Yeah.
Ama from there. Let's go finally. Any haji. Iko acha nini tunaanza kupika. And so family, in case you're wondering what's behind me, it's one of the biggest elephants right here. And this is made from metal. I don't know where they get to source their materials, but this is actually made from metal. In case you are wondering what's going on, it's getting to put creativity into work, getting to put creativity into practice. And like you can see, it's really big. These are the big five, and I do believe it also helps people to understand more about the big five. We do have the lion, we do have the elephant, we do have the cheetah, we do have the leopard, and we also do have the buffaloes as well, and the rhinoceros in Africa. This is a little bit of a scrap metal. This is not a real one, and I think it's not even too heavy, but it looks like it might charge any other minute. But nonetheless, we shall be going about and we shall be showing you what's good with the Kenyan artisans. This is actually made by one of the Kenyan artisans. Right now, they're a little bit busy. They're trying to beat their deadline. They might not be able to sit with us and have a conversation, and that is why we are going about showing you what's good in Africa, showing you what's good the big five, and this is actually made from scrap metal. I do believe, it's made from recycled metal, and it's actually good because you're putting scrap metal into good use. This is spikes. Today we are in the Tujadili 254 in the street. We are going to show you a little bit of what's good with our Kenyan artisan. I was asking the question, are Kenyan artisans the best in Africa? If not, please do let us know. But this is really a big one. The two of them. Yeah. I don't know which is a male one and which is a female one.
I guess this one is the male one.
I'm just trying to figure which is the male and the female. And there's also this one, and there's also another one. Really mbali kule. You can see also the one.
And the giraffe.
Yeah, a little bit.
We also have the giraffe over there.
Giraffe is a little bit fun. Yeah. But you can get to see a little bit of the same. And we shall be going about keeping it straight. We shall be moving about keeping it straight. Apart from the scrap metal, we also do have wonderful furniture right here on the whole of Ngong Road. Let's keep it moving, see what's good with the furniture as well. But we'll keep it moving like this. There's so many nice furniture that people can get to see. These are some of the construction of the highways family. You can see there's a construction of some, is it the flyover?
Yeah.
And this one has not been completed yet. Like we said, we are out in the streets today, just showing you what's really good, what's really popping with that as well. But nonetheless, family, the roads are busy. This is one of the places known as Ngong Road in Nairobi. And thank you so much for chilling out and checking out the Tujadili 254 show today. Like I said, we shall be getting to show you a little bit of what our Kenyan artisans are doing, using either scrap metal and other different raw materials that perhaps you might have thought would not have been, do not have any use. I do believe, I'm a strong believer in trying to conserve the environment, and you can only conserve the environment if you are recycling materials. You cannot. There's no other way of getting to conserve the environment by littering around. We have seen some of the Kenyan artisans really using their time and their talent by engaging with the use of these materials, such as scrap metals, such as plastics, such as papers that have been recycled once and again. And we are going to show you a little bit of that right here as we move about. Like I said, this is a Tujadili 254 show. We shall be walking up straight, showing you what's good with some of the furnitures, and you shall be letting us know, do you think that Kenyan artisans are actually the best in Africa? We just showed you a little bit of those big elephants. They are known as the forest elephants. I happen to understand that there are so many other kinds of elephants, but those particular ones are known as the forest elephants. And actually I do believe it's a good thing, because we also get to understand a little bit about conservation of the environment, not just in the perspective of the plastic waste, the metal waste, but also in terms of our big five, because we also need to conserve those particular ones as well. The road is busy, as you can see, people trying to get from work, but we shall be showing you a little bit also on what's going on with the furniture, if some of these artisans do allow us to get to indulge them. Not all of them are eager to communicate. Others are just busy, trying to get their bread. But it's also a good thing to be able to, request and see if we can get any kind of conversation going on with any of those different artisans, like I did tell you about. I don't know if I should talk to see if I can have a conversation. Niaje mkubwa. Nilikuwa na YouTube video nafanya kidogo, nilikuwa nauliza kama naweza kuuliza swali ama si uko busy kidogo. Oh, okay, nilikuwa nataka nikuulize in terms of venye kumekuwa na story ya COVID, imekuwa affect aje kivipi in terms kama artisan wa Kenya? We are just having a conversation asking one of the artisans how the COVID-19 has actually gotten to affect them. Inaitwa Black Hot Fire, but the YouTube channel pekee. Imekuwa affect vipi ndugu? No, you can just actually nipe tu jibu yenye. At least imekuwa affect vipi in terms of customers? Kama una making kulingana na orders zenye umepewa, si kulingana na ati you make them with the orders. Okay. How long uko kufanya? He says he has been doing the job for 11 years, and I think it's wonderful. Nikuulize inspiration ya nini? Inspiration ya industry kama sahi, you make them basically za nini? Industry moja kama ni za hotel ama ni za residential ama una take tu job kulingana na industry imetokea. For him, he gets to use a metal as well as also use metal and wood. This is a wood and metal. Manze naona unakazana kabisa hapa kuna vitu kama black and white. Na wapatia black pia tunakuwa na
So hi family, so these are some of the things that, some of the furnitures that we have, and we were just asking, do you think that Kenyan artisans are the best? Because back there we got to see some of the amazing work that they get to do here, and of course we are here along Gong Road, and we're getting to interact with some of the people inside here, and asking them what are some of the things, or rather the effects that they got since COVID-19. So yeah, we can see some of the amazing work that they have done.
Yeah, thanks.
These some amazing furnitures, and they are bargainable.
Yeah, they're looking wonderful. Some of the pieces are really interesting. You can see some of them if you're going about. The designs are really nice.
Yeah.
And it's all wood. I think they're being done with the best kind of wood. There is softwood. I understand there is I understand there is a softwood and there is hardwood. I'm not really sure which of this particular
Yeah.
furniture and maybe softwood.
I think this one is
So let's keep it moving.
softwood.
Yeah, this looks like it's
This one
soft.
looks like softwood.
Yeah, looks like it's soft. But I think the guys are really talented. You know, for you to be able to make furniture like this, it means that
Requires a lot of skills, you know.
yeah, you have to have a lot of skills, and I think you also have to have a lot of patience at the end of the day, because you require.
You said he has worked for 11 years. I was just shocked.
Yeah, the guy was saying he has worked for 11 years in the field, and I do get to understand that there is an impact of the COVID-19 with the pandemic. You know, people have not been able to make as much money as they would have made, or get as many clients as they would have made. But nonetheless, it's still a good thing to see that people are still working, and we shall be showing you a little bit more of the furniture. The whole of this lane is full of different kind of furniture. People are busy going about doing their businesses, and some people do not want to talk. Others want to talk, but nonetheless, if anyone doesn't want to talk, we just have to keep it moving.
I can see General Mosquito is saying, Spikes, you don't know your woods. Why don't you know your woods?
General Mosquito is messing with me. But I see you, General Mosquito. What is happening? We do have all sorts of people working with metal, all sorts of people working with wood. And the thing is, you know, the higher demand there is for furniture, the higher demand there is for furniture being made with wood, it means we shall have many trees being cut down. And that is the biggest challenge, because you do have many trees being cut down. We have a lot of deforestation because of this demand for the timber for the wood-made products. But we are hoping at the end of the day, even as these carpenters get to use wood, they will also be able to go back to the forest and plant some trees. Because at the end of the day, you have a lot of demand for the furniture. The furniture is awesome. I think the furniture can be compared to furniture from maybe Turkey. I don't know if you have seen a furniture from Turkey.
No.
Turkey also seems to have some of the best furniture. And there are people who would actually consider buying Turkish furniture instead of African furniture. But today we are here to show the family that African artisans are also doing the most in the industry. Some of the best beds, and among other different things.
Yeah.
I'm not able to get into seeing some of the
You can
beds.
see the birds.
Yeah, but they're looking awesome, and we are hoping to show the family, even when you get ahead, some of the best furniture as well. We also do have people who do not work with timber. They do not work with metal. These people get to work with clay. So we shall be showing some of the family what is being done with clay once we get a little bit further ahead, and we shall also see whether Kenyan artisans are the best in Africa or whether we are hyping them up. You know, it's good to be careful not to hype yourself up and then realize that there is nothing like talent in whatever work that you're showing. So we shall be showing the family as well. We shall be crossing over to the other side, and we shall also be showing the people, the artisans who work with clay and also work with like ceramics. I think these are ceramic pots and also clay pots. Some of them are used as vases for flowers. Others are used just for decoration.
Decoration in the house.
In the house, yeah, either inside or outside the house. And so I think we should be crossing over to that side. We shall try be crossing over to that side. A little bit of this. Like we said, the roads are busy. And apart from that, let me show the family also. Let me show the family also some of the properties that is on sale on this other side. I don't know if the family can get to see, but there's a big billboard which has a studio and a 1 and a 2 apartment going for 4 million shillings. That's about 40 grand. Yeah, I think that's about 40 grand. And if you do have the money to invest in an apartment like that, then probably you should get to check it out and see what's good. So on this side, we do have the artisans working with clay. And we shall be showing the family a little bit of what's going on with the artisans who get to put their work in and work with clay as well. I do believe these are recycled also, what do you call these? Tiles. These are recycled tiles, and roofing tiles. These are recycled roofing tiles. But I'll be showing a little bit of it. So for me, like I said, we do have some of the best clay works down here. If you're going about and wondering what looks like a giraffe.
Yeah.
It looks like a giraffe. You know, they have made it with that feel of
Pretty.
yeah, it's pretty. It has a feel of a giraffe. And we also do have people who are planting seedlings. You can buy any sorts of flowers to decorate your house. And I do believe that is a good thing because at the end of the day, some of these flowers are local.
Yeah.
Other flowers, I do think they are exotic. But for the better part of it, I think most of them are African flowers because in Africa we also do have those other breeds. You know, people will come in Africa and say this flower is also common in our place. But I think there is also that kind of what can I call it? Dispersion. Sorry, not dissemination. Dispersion, where maybe even birds can get the seeds of one particular flower and then have it transferred to another different place, which might be around. There are barking dogs as well, and they got me and got me almost scared. But that's what's up. So, family, African artisans, Kenyan artisans, is what we are focusing on today. And like you can see from these pots hanging up, these are also done with different kinds of clay. They're also done with the different kinds of clay. But I do believe one of the most renowned places that has some of the best clay is known as Muranga. In Muranga or in Mukurweini, we do find the people going for the clay in that particular part of Kenya, which is in central Kenya. And once you go for the clay there, you come bring it, or maybe even do some of the ceramics there and bring some of them to the market right here in Nairobi. So we are going about today, showing people what's good. And you hope to see some of the best African artisans, what they are doing right here in Nairobi. And like I said, we do have all sorts of designs. We do have all sorts of creativity going on for our artisans. And I do believe at the end of the day, Kenyans are people who do get to appreciate art. Kenyans really do get to have, what can I call it? They embrace art very, very much.
Yeah.
The only problem is that not many people are able to afford some of these pieces.
Look at this one.
No, these are
gorgeous.
They look nice. I wish you can get some of the people to talk to. Let me see if I get one of the gentlemen around. We can talk to and know a little bit about how the pricing situation is from them. Let me see if we can get any of the people. But before we record, we get permission from them.
Yeah.
Designs are really nice.
They're so pretty, man. Oh my God.
Let me see if I find any.
Do they usually leave these things over here?
I'm not sure whether they leave them here. I'm trying to find someone I can talk to. Even this one, this one.
They look so pretty.
Let me see if I find anyone. Let me see if I can talk to them before we record.
Okay. So yeah, family, that is what we are all about today. We are asking, the question is, are the Kenyan artisans the best? Because you can see some of the work they are really portraying outside here. And at our first station, we got to see some, giant elephants, which are so pretty. And we got to interact with one of the people there who's claimed he has worked there for over 11 years. And you can see all this. This is so pretty, Manze. Especially when it comes to decorating your house, your balcony. Amazing.
So tunatengenezanga content sometimes kwenye happen. Leo tulikuwa tunafocusia tu story ya artist na nini vitu za design zinatengenezwa. Sasa na chuma mbao ama na pottery. Nataka nikuulize, hizi vitu material mnatoanga wapi ya kutengeneza beni? Material mtokaanga wapi sana? Ama unaweza kunajua material.
Yeah.
Hii ni
Clay soil.
Natoka huko Murang'a.
Oh, Murang'a itself. Mukurweini nini? Mukurweini. Like I had told you guys, the clay is coming from Murang'a, and they do have some of the best. Na range yanga kama kale kadogo price range ni how much? Kale kadogo kabisa.
So we're just asking the prices and we just
Yeah,
want to know
kama
how much this one goes for.
Na pia ni kama inahitaji moto mingi sana kwa sababu ni kama nini haitashikana. Ama inahitaji si unaweka kwa moto ama unatanga
hii lazima iweke moto.
Oh, okay.
So kama hiyo ni how much?
Unachoma mchanga.
But kwanza unatengenezanga design. Unatengenezanga design na
design kwanza na hiyo matope. Na ipe
3 days ya.
Siku 3 kutoka hapo. Na iweka kwa moto sana.
Oh.
So kama hii ni how much?
Kama hii ni how much? Kenya haijapentiwa hii pia haijamnazi paint ama zinafanywa wapi kama hivi.
Painted kama hii paint.
Wanataka kama hii.
Yenye haijapentiwa
Plain. Kama hii tunauza 300.
Oh, like this one small one is for 300. Na kama imepentiwa? Oh. But difference inakuwa ndogo, azina afadhali basi hii ndio kupentiwa. Mimi nasema kama imepentiwa ni 300 na hii ndogo ni 300, basi hiyo difference ndogo sana. Lakini sana sana za decoration za nyumbani, ndio. Maua kule nje kwa nini kwa sasa niulize, market aje huko? Unatokea hapa na kama mwenye ingia. Okay.
Zako kuambia nataka hiyo kuja unamtafuta. Na wale bado
wanapata anga.
Kuchapia.
Baadaye pia jioni za rafiki tunaona Simba kama msichana za Facebook. I think inasaidia. Kila kitu inaenda online digital. So ukiweka kama unapiga picha 2 3 tu na kamera yako, hata magari naona zinauzangwa hivyo na hizo vitu zingine, but ni kitu poa. Sisi tunatengeneza content kwa kwanza channel yetu kigrow, labda tarudi tu tuambie we can have an opportunity ya ku market sasa nini on platform. But for now leo ni tu kudonga na watu na kujua kenye inaendelea. Inakaa kazuri na ile kubwa kabisa kuna kama hii na hizi kama hizi zinatoa how much? Oh, 2,000. I think basi msana kwa sababu.
Guy, imagine they even cheaper than I thought.
Inakuwa bigi. Afadhali ukuwe na nini na bigi. Because this one is 350 kama imepentiwa. So afadhali uongeze nini? Nini 17. Si cheap vile. These are not cheap too.
They are considering the what? The size. Yeah. This the big one.
Hata kuna size kubwa bado ya hii.
Oh, the size of big.
Inakuwa type 4. Na hiyo 4,000.
Sana.
Sasa tuendelee kupiga nini? Kupiga round YouTube kufanya ma YouTube but vitu vingi utakaa
Asanteni. We appreciate.
Niko na kafla hata ni washuka flyer kamoja kanini. Hapo flyer for the nini? Na flyer hii online radio yetu ndio hii. Naweza angalia hapo ni Black Hot Fire nini? Black Hot Fire YouTube, ukiangalia YouTube Black Hot Fire itakuwa ni fresh kabisa. Nashukuru.
Yay, family, this is what's up. That is what's up.
Yeah, that's what's going on, and we do have some of the best talents going around, making showing you what's good. We'll just keep it moving, so that we do not want to get into trouble with anyone. Someone might say we have a copyright issue. You're trying to show our stuff, and someone might copy our stuff. Yeah, that's what's going on. But it's all good. I hope that everyone is doing well, and we shall be showing you a little bit more of what's going with the African talent. Like I was right. I was actually right when I said that the clay comes from
Muranga, yeah.
Yeah, I was right because he told us the same thing. That the clay comes from a part in central Kenya known as Mukurweini, and that is where they do get to make a shape, then put it in fire because it has to harden.
Keith is asking where are we? We're just walking around the street.
Yeah, we are in Nairobi. And we are showing us what are some of the best things that are going on.
Yeah, today.
Let me ask.
Okay. Hi, Kate. So today we decided to do the 254 Tujadili show outside the streets, and we are going around. You know, the question to ask you guys, we were asking, do you think the Kenyan artisans are the best? Because you can see some of the work that they display. Look at all these made by the work of hand, no machine, no nothing. At our first section, we got to see some giant elephants made of metal.
Giant elephant.
Yeah.
My name is Spikes, naitangwa Spikes. Oh, they know is an artist, and they know he's doing his thing. Hii kitu nachoka kwa brain ama you just una freestyle. Are you freestyling? Unafanya freestyle. All the freestyle, but you can show a little bit.
Yeah, he's just freestyling art in this.
On the side, on the
Oh
side.
my
Yeah,
God.
it's looking really, really good. What's coming in going for how much? How much does it go for?
8,000.
He has how long? How long?
A year now.
Oh, an
For a
year.
year?
Oh, okay. Na ni self-taught ama ulienda mahali kati
This is
self-taught bado. So we have not gone to any kind of a college or any kind of a place to learn about this particular one. But we are glad to see that, he's making a living off it, and we are all as Kenyans trying to strive our best as that we can make our ends meet, especially even with the COVID-19 pandemic. Nikuulize aje, do you get orders kutoka kwa nje ama ni wale watu wanaingia tu vile nikuulizia? Ama you go out to market ama una wale walk-in customers?
the walking customers, but also
Oh.
I post them on social media.
Oh, social media?
Yes, watu wakiona.
Oh, oh, that's nice. Social media yako inajitaje?
Dennis.
Oh.
On Facebook. Mostly is on Facebook.
Oh, okay, okay. It's a good thing because he gets to use Facebook to market some of this. Na naona pia mko na basis na mko na manure pia, you have the manure ya nini, manure pia, and also the flowers themselves, which is really, really a good thing. And this is really nice that or any concrete. These are made by concrete actually. So these are made by concrete.
Concrete, wow.
Yeah, and in here clay. And there's also this one that has
This one is made of clay?
used in our clay. And the others are also made with clay, and they are looking nice. Going for $10, this is really a good bargain, because unaweza nunua, you can put it in the homestead, the outdoors. When you're trying to do a little bit of some, what do we call it, landscaping. Inakuanga mzuri sana na landscaping. Na maua pia, I see they are on all sorts of, flowers zenye zimepandwa huko hivi pia. Maua zinabengi kwa around how much? Oh, okay. Let me just show a little bit.
So we want to show you guys some flowers. And
there's also some places you can also just angalia too from this particular side so that you can also do. There are also please usikanyage any.
Yeah.
There are also guys also you can also get to find out some of the best flowers which you can buy to fit in those particular vases, and I actually do believe it's actually a good thing because we have to take care of nature, and we say art imitates nature.
Yeah, and I can see it.
Art imitates nature. Hii ndio naona exactly when happens. Inakaa mtu fulani imekauka place fulani. But unafanya kazi mzuri, just keep on going on. Sisi tunasukuma pia kutengeneza content kwa YouTube. Itangwa Black Hot Fire. Ukienda kwa YouTube utafuta Black Hot Fire. Utatupata. Mimi natangwa Specs, nitangwa Jogi.
Asante. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
So yeah, I can see you kids saying that all African artisans Africans are artisans, the best
all
artisans.
Africans
Yeah,
are artisans.
all Africans are artisans.
Yeah, it's also good because if you look at it, you happen to realize there's also a Mzungu working there. But you also happen to realize that there are some artisans who do not really like to do their inspiration from Africa. Others just want to have their art from other different places, which is still okay. Which is still okay. Still okay. But the question is, are Kenyan artisans the best in Africa, or do you think we still need to go back and have more inspiration and also come out with better content?
I think we are the best.
We are making. We do have metal. We do have woodwork. We also do have the clay, like you saw. We also do have those that have been made using cement. We also do have others that have been made using all sorts of raw materials that you can get to use. There are some people who also get to use metal, metal that has come from maybe a broken wheelbarrow, maybe metal that is coming from a broken chair, maybe metal that is coming from anything. And we also do have the Nairobi War Cemetery. From this angle, from this angle. No, come there. Yeah, these war cemetery behind you. So we also do have the Nairobi War Cemetery. This is where the soldiers from World War I and World War II are buried. In case you're just wondering, this has to do with something different, but we'll keep it going.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Because maybe they have issues with security, but this is a government area. So we do have some of the best art going on. Ukifikiria unaona like the people who do get to use I think cement.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
think when because
It's like how when you are in school, when you are in our primaries, we used to do art,
Yeah.
using clay.
yeah.
Clay soil. I don't know if you did that, but personally I did.
Yeah.
Whereby you were given a homework and being told to do a cup and take it to school, a chair or maybe a dog or a cat, something like that. So yeah.
I think I should also talk to other people here.
Okay.
Let me ask them for permission before I record them.
All right. So yeah, family, this is what is going on. And they're really selling, considering that the market, or rather the business is on a highway where a lot of cars are passing through, and people get to see what is really going on, and they are attracted to this, and they come and get to buy some stuffs here. And this is how these people get some customers, because we try to ask them if there's a way how they market their businesses, and they say that it's the road that's selling for them, So I want to interact with 1, 2, 3 people here. Hi.
Oh, so we have our friends hapa tuko na marafiki wetu na they are doing these business they are making the ceramics as well na kutengeneza using clay. Wanatengeneza pia wakitumia kuna zingine za maji, the concrete. We also have the concrete ones there. Nilikuwa nikauliza like kufanya kwa halo. Miaka moja. He has refused to quote and niuliza like inspiration market iko vipi na business na kutoa hadi na quote. Niuliza market unaifanya kwa unaenda kule kwa nje pia kufanya market kama ni wale wakili customer service. Watu wanaifanya. Sasa ni sahihi kama kitu unataka na kuleta watu at the end of the day. Sisi tuko na black kwa tunatengeneza content leo. Na changamoto ni gani ambayo maybe mko nayo kwa hii sasa? Maji. Oh, kupata maji. Kwani mnatengenezea hapa maji zinaletwa? Oh, plant. Oh, the plant. Oh, maji hizi plant. Oh, nilikuwa nadhani ni maji ya kutengeneza vitu nini ningeshangaa. But hii plane inatoka wapi yenyewe material? Oh, Limuru. Oh, kuna nyingine nasikianga pia Mkureni, Murang'a nini? Murang'a. Oh, place is small. Nikuuliza ni gani easy ya kumake? Hii ya clay ama hii ya nini? Ile ya concrete. Ni gani easy? Oh, juu material pia ni kuchanganya na nini. Hii nyingine ni ya deep stuff kwa sababu ya kukausha. How many days tunaweza hivi? Ndio kauke. Na pia ziko fragile sana. Unaweza hii stuff ikidunda hivi iko fragile sana. Hata tupige round lakini unaweza kusafiria sana. Sorry?
Thank you. I want to say thank you for your time.
Asanteni sana basi. Unaweza tuongezea saa moja mbili pale. Nashukuru. Thanks. Family, we do have some of the best art. Let me show you. This is really good, but it's still fine. There are different bases depending on what kind of.
Is the brother General Mosquito is asking?
Yes,
is the brother Rastafarian
or is it just wearing silly hats? That's your brother. That's your brother. That's your brother from Ghana.
Yeah.
That's General Mosquito's brother from Ghana. So we also do have. Another Rastaman, but he is far off. We may not be able to have a conversation with him, but it's all good. We're just getting to show a little bit of what who this particular one as well.
Keith is asking, he has never seen such kind of an hat,
No,
for a Rastafarian.
It's a Rastaman hat. I might also be changing mine to get that particular Rastaman hat. And that is the kind of a thing I want to do. The Rastaman, they are all very conscious brothers. You have to be a conscious brother like a Rastaman for you to be able to do this particular kind of a hustle. But nonetheless, we are showing the family what's good. All these ways we do have the making of the bases, the clay bases and the concrete bases. We do have the all sorts of things that are happening and they are being made. On the other side, you do have some of the best furniture. You might not see it, but you do have some of the best. Place where we just passed by, which is a war cemetery. Most of the people that did die in the war, most of them did not even, have anything to show for it. They were fighting for the British. They were recruited to go fight for the British, but nonetheless, even after that did happen, what is there to show for the fight? What is there to show for them being recruited into that particular fight? But nonetheless, that's a conversation for another day. For today, the question is, what creativity? And also number 2 is the zeal. You have to have passion. You have to have the zeal and the passion to make whatever that you are making. I do believe at the end of the day, I will help you in terms of your art as well. I don't know what you're laughing at, but that is what it is.
Kit is saying you'll never conversate, like you'll never do dreadlocks. You're just daydreaming,
No, that's a little bit of
Not in a million years will you ever put dreadlocks on.
What's going on?
This is amazing. It's so amazing. I think Kenyans are the best artisans actually. I think because this is so amazing. You can see this. This one can be used like how small babies when they start crawling, or whenever you want to put a baby somewhere and just get to do your work and maybe put some pillows inside. I think this one is just one of the amazing baby carriers. I don't know how to call them, but let's interact with some people. See some.
Hey, hello guys. We are outside. One of the workshops. One of the workshops are in Nairobi where they do get to make this particular kind of a craft. They do get to use materials to make these kinds of wovings. They are very, very interesting if you ask me. Na nikuuliza kaka, naitangwa spikes. Unaitwa nani?
Basket. Flower basket.
Oh, flower basket. This is a flower basket. Na hii material yenyewe imetengenezwa na jitaji. Papyrus. Oh, papyrus roots. This is a papyrus roots. And this is one of the ways in which it is made to make a wonderful flower basket. Na hii nikuulize, hii unaweka mchanga ndani kwanza? Oh, unaweka nini kwanza? Oh, karatasi kwanza. Well, you have to put in a nylon paper first, then put the soil. And once you put the soil, you can plant your flower right here. And nikuulize, ina taking how long kutengeneza? Na hii material pia mnaitoa wapi? Where do you get the material? Siaya County. Kule karibu na lake. Oh, the material comes from Siaya County, which is very, very much near the lake.
In the swamp area.
In the swamp area, that is exactly what is happening in the swamp area. And nikuuliza, apart from this, kuna rangi na pakango ama you just inakaanga hivi sana sana?
Napaka rangi clear or na mix mahogany and dako.
Oh, mahogany and dako for the color. Na nikuuliza, this thing, how long would it last? Inaweza last muda ngapi? Muda gani?
3 years.
3 years? Ah, okay. Bro, pia kazi naona unajifunza. Ndio umeanzia ama umekuwa ukifanya?
Mimi nimepiga
umepiga kiasi. Changamoto ni gani when you make this? Pia niulize fundi, changamoto ni gani wanatengeneza hivi? What are some of the challenges? Gani? In the western part of the country, and we are in Nairobi, so it means that moving the material, the papyrus are rich from Siaya County, bringing them to Nairobi is also a little bit difficult. And nikuuliza moto kutoka COVID kuja, ni changamoto gani pia umeona zikihusiana na hii COVID hii COVID particularly?
COVID.
Yeah.
Transportation ilikuwa ngumu because
kulikuwa wafungwa.
Good sana. Sasa tunatumia transport pesa mingi.
Na pia nikuuliza kama hii kiti how long does it take? Joby, you can also see me with my, I don't know if there's any light.
Yeah.
There's some light. How long inatengeneza light inachukua how long kutengeneza kitu kama hivi?
Material ikikuwa ready.
Yeah.
2 days.
2 days to make the seat. 2 days kutengeneza kiti. Inakaa inachukua siku mingi, more than 2 days. He says that making the papyrus seat takes 2 days, which I think is too literal.
Yeah.
2 days, but inalingana pia na kazi mwenye anafanya. Kwa sababu kuna wenye kuna ujuzi. Na experience ya kazi. Inakuwa 2 days. That's wanafanya 1 day kiti. He tells me that some people who also do get to take 1 day to actually do the whole thing. But pia nikuulize, hii kicompete na hizi vitu zingine, kwa sababu kuna wale wanasema hizi material ni tofauti. Kuna wale wanataka vitu za mbao, kuna wale unaona kuna preference. Kuna watu pia wanaamua hii ndio the best. Kuna wale wako na preference bado for this.
hapa Kenya ukisha na mvua siku moja
inakatika. This one is much better. He says this one is much better. Will actually tear off. No, after it has been rained on, the Chinese one will actually just tear off. And I do think this is actually wonderful because these creates this helps people use local materials to make sure that they are employing themselves. Because in Kenya, if you wait for the government, ukingojea serikali kupea kazi utangoja nani. So you have to send lazima ujitume. You have to keep on doing what you can, and I do believe this is actually a good way. Kama ina sell for how much, ndugu? Nauza 400 for this. Oh, looks really good. This one goes for $4. Oh, ikipakwa rangi. Oh, ni aje kaka? Tuko na YouTube channel tunapiga tu story leo. Na ndivyo iko. So this is a material venye nimwambia it comes from Asia. Ukitaka kupata kama hii tuko na mafundi huku hivi Ngong Road, if you're looking for materials like this for your flower vases, and you can also come to them and ask them about how it's done. Kama unataka kujua more, wako huku mafundi ni wengi na kazi inafanyika vilivyo. Like you had hii kitu imefanywa na like 2 days once the material is ready. Na nikuuliza kukausha hii kitu inatakanga how long? Kukausha papi hiyo nini? Papi rashri.
Kama jua hiko. Na 1 day kama jua ni hakuna mzuri 2 days.
Oh, inakopa na siku mbili 2 days. Okay, that's how long it takes to dry the papyrus roots. It takes 2 days or 1 day if there's a lot of sun. And I think watu wanakoshanga sana January. Unajua hiyo ndio kuna nini? Kuna msola mzuri, jua mzuri. And this is wonderful. Do you have a question for them? Wana swali?
No.
But the things are one of these. So also those are the ones at the top that you can get to use.
They're asking. Someone is asking. Unapatanga orders ngapi kwa siku? How much? Like how do you get your orders like in a day? Unapatanga orders ngapi like kama kwa siku?
Depends.
Inalingana.
Inalingana. Sasa napata 5, 6, ingine hata 2.
Oh, okay. Ina deport
ya hizo. Hapa yote zinapenda utoto hapa.
And we also do have the king's seat here. I think Joby ulikosa but here ni moto. There is the seat behind here. This is actually a seat that they have placed the materials on. Hii kiti inakaa ni moto. Mwenye alitengeneza hii pia ni kali. Hii inakalia watu wawili. Hii ni big. Ni utengeneza. Hii ni kali. Hii pia imeweza. And it has some pearls on it. This is a seat that has some pearls on it. Inakaa buttons nini? Zile nini baadaye zinakaa vizuri sana. Plus mix leather. Hii ni leather na papyrus streets. This is also really wonderful, and we do have some of the best makers of the work right here. We shall keep it moving. Tutakuwa tunaonyesha many more things on Congo, which are really interesting. But before tuondoke, mko Facebook na Instagram na hizo online? Ama mnajimarketing kwa mtandao? Kaka. Oh, Facebook na nini? Facebook na Instagram. Oh, kwa sababu siku hizi kila kitu inarudi digital. Mkizipiga picha, mnaziweka pale. Hii ni material tofauti.
Hiyo ni uzi. Hiyo ni kamba.
This is Manila. This is also very different. But quality, which is better quality? Ni Manila ama kulingana na preference ya mtu Kenya anapenda.
This is art. So mtu akikuja anataka hii. Mimi nimembamba. Lakini akikuja anataka hii.
Ndio hii.
So hatuwezi sema gani napendwa sana.
Gani
anaitisha hii kuna anaitisha hii.
Oh, that's really nice. And they have different colors. Because if you look at them, this is one of them, and the other one is yellow. And we hope that the Kenyans keep on supporting, kwa sababu wa Kenya pia tunapaswa tuendelee kusupport kazi ya our fellow Kenyans in the art industry, kwa sababu hii ni art. At the end of the day, this is art, and we are out here trying to show you what's good, what's with the artisans. I wish ungekuwa pia kwa nini kwa YouTube kwa Facebook ndio tungewa tag mahali kwa nini kwa hiyo Facebook kama mngekuwa.
Hii ni page tu.
But tutakaa mtu inajiita aje? Makuti. Makuti what?
Makuti natural makuti.
Oh, natural makuti. Oh, that's good. Sisi tuko kwa mtandao nini YouTube. Unaenda Black Hot Fire. Unaweza tuangalia pia pale kwa kuongeza sawa.
Asanteni kwa muda wenu. We appreciate. We really appreciate. Hi Keith, I can see you. You asked me something if I've been into another country apart from Kenya. The answer is no. And you asked if you wanted to get me a passport or, Keith is asking me if I've ever been in another country apart from Kenya.
I do not know. Maybe she has.
No, I
have
haven't.
no idea. Maybe
No,
she
I
has.
haven't. And of course, yes, I need my passport. I'd love to apply for a passport. And of course, you also owe me one on a phone. Hi. Yeah, and they said that they get like 6 clients in a day, kid, because I've seen you saying that you want to put a business here in Kenya, and you need to know the marketing, Yeah.
There are some bikes that you can never get to ride on. There is one of these are not bicycles, but they look really for the balcony. These are for the base that you can get to really get to put your flowers on, and they are really interesting. At some point, you shall also be seeing a big frog. I know that Joby is not a fan of the frogs, but you do have one of the big frogs right here, which is just about to jump at Joby. And this is real art. Joby might be getting one of these frogs for her birthday.
No.
She might be getting one of those frogs. Yeah, looks really nice. And she might be getting one of those frogs for her birthday. And that is exactly what is happening right there. Like we said, we also do have rocks, and these rocks are actually also put with the landscaping theme. You put them with the landscaping, and they actually help a lot in terms of the house outside, which is really a good thing. At the end of the day, you get to see some of the best things, and that is exactly what is happening. At the end of the day, we are still on Gong Road, and we hope to show you what's really going on, what's really nice, and you get to enjoy some of the Kenyan talent in terms of artistry. You saw the big frog. The big frog has the big eyes, and I think that is what Joby fell in love with. They always say you have to kiss the 9 frogs before you get your prince.
Before you get your prince.
And those are the perfect ones that you can go ahead and get to kiss. They are really interesting. There's also those big guys. And the art is really interesting because they say art imitates life, and we are out here showing you a big piece of a gumboot. I don't know who is here, but there's a big piece of a gumboot. It's really big.
It's nice.
I heard General Mosquito was looking for a shoe. General Mosquito, you have the perfect shoe size here, and that is a General Mosquito's shoe, because you have to be, you have to have your feet covered. General Mosquito, that's General Mosquito's shoe right there. And like we decorate your house, for people who are into landscaping, I also do love a little bit of some art, showing you what's good with the art. And we might find also some gold, gold coated vases. They are very much different, and they look really nice. I do bet the times that the people who are living in Kemet, they were also living in luxury, because some of these things, they are sort of connected to luxury. People do say that rich people are the people who do get to afford art. And I also show you a little bit of some flowers. That is what they do say. They do say the rich people are the ones that get to afford art. But this is what is happening right here. We are showing you a little bit of these wonderful vases. They look really nice. And most of them, like I had, go for $20. There are ones for $40. There are others for different amounts of money, because you determine what size you want. It's all about what kind of a size do you want, and also, is it getting delivered or is it not getting? Yeah, they look okay. We are back, family. Thank you so much for actually just checking out. But like I was saying, we do have some of the best art. And this art is available right here in Nairobi, even with the rustic kind of art. You can go. I'll ask for permission to speak with her.
The birds, we have to ask for permission, Keith. We can't just, go shooting. But we're looking for someone to talk to. Yeah, you can see these amazing birds over here. Kenyans can address you in a very bad way if you don't ask them for permission to record their things. They always think like you're exposing them or something. So we must be nice with them. But I got to see that you said you asked Spikes to get me a passport, and I just hope so. Yeah. And Oh, the phone. And also the phone because I also want to do these amazing videos as well and show, what we got on the other side.
Yeah, you can ask me a question.
Okay, okay.
So madam, how much how you rafting na between how long so I don't know all that. Like 4 days to make one particular one like that. Because that one is really hard. You know, it's like then it's
6x6?
1 by 6.
So big. They're so big.
But that is what we do have, family. We will show you a little bit of the dining set. The dining set really looks really nice. And now we shall be moving on to show you a little bit more of the same. It's good.
The sunset is going down.
Yeah, we do have one.
We have the dog's house.
We do have one of the best beautiful sunsets on those particular sites as well. Yeah, we do have the dog house. If you're wondering where Snoop used to live, used to have also the dog house because they used to say Snoop Dogg used to stay in the dog house as well. Yeah, they look really nice. Sorry, what? Yeah, you can also see more of these designs, more of these interesting designs. They are all over, and we shall keep it moving and showing you also why we do have the car bid in Africa. It is the cat and the rabbit. If you ask me, this is the cat and the rabbit. It's a cat and the rabbit at the end of the day, and we are just out here showing you what's good. Yeah, what's good. Yeah, we're also showing you what's good with the art, really. We shall also be moving forward, see if we can get an artist who gets to draw. Also fine art and painting is also really important. We shall be able to find one of those even as we move around right here in Nairobi.
I can see Kiki say about passports. How much are these beds? We didn't get to ask the price. We didn't ask the price.
Yeah, I forgot to ask the price.
Yeah, you can see this. Some plain, how are they called? Plain water.
Swinging, what do we call them?
The swinging water. Yeah.
So if you're planning on opening a kindergarten in Nairobi, then the place to come and get the swings is right here.
Yeah.
Because we do have so many of the swings as well. You know, you can come, there's so many of them. No, there are many different kinds of them. And I think someone just made a sale, you know, someone just made a sale. And they will be out there also getting to show with their feet.
It is saying for the beds you showed, that's why you'll be sleeping with your wife.
I don't really like the beds myself. I didn't know they are
mad at you. The wife will be so mad at you. Mad at you. The wife will be so mad at you.
No, I'm just saying really like there's also what we call the rustic art farming. There's what we call the rustic art. And this is art that gets to also what can I call it? Imitate life. No, this is a kind of an art we do have. And it's really, really interesting because at the end of the day, we are also headed to meet one of the best men in Kenyan history. He goes by the name Dedan Kimathi. And in case you're wondering where Kimathi is at, you know, Kimathi, there is a very, very popular picture of Kimathi. And even the artists get to like him in the streets. You know, they are also showing a little bit of Kimathi. No, this is Dedan Kimathi, and this is him on the streets. And like I say, people do love art. If you want to buy some of these arts, the phone number is right at with Dedan Kimathi, who was the freedom fighter. You know, he was part of the Mau Mau, which was a rebellion, the resistance movement. And you know, I do like to see, you know, more people getting to appreciate a little bit of that particular history. You know, people have talked about the first president, who was Mzee Jomo Kenyatta. But also, if you go back into history and ask the old people about Kimathi and also about you know, they will have a lot of reverence for Dedan Kimathi, like you saw him earlier on that particular kind of an art. We also do have other interesting things. I don't know what this is, but nonetheless, I do think it's also a wonderful piece of art at the end of this. This looks like a bike here, but it's not really a bike. It's just a place where you a structure where you place the flower vases on. You know, the flower vases on. And we also do have a golf park. We have the golf park, which is known as the race course. We also do have a race course. We do have the racing of horses. They say that the horse racing is a white man business, but nonetheless, we also still have it right here in Nairobi, where people can come bet on horses. And I do not know how that particular one works. I think that is a polo game. They also get to play the polo game here, where you hit the small ball that looks like golf with that big stick. But nonetheless, we do have it right here in Nairobi. There's a place known as the Winning Post. That's a bar and a restaurant. We have the Jockey Club of Kenya, where we do have the horse racing. For the horse racing, I'm not really sure if I would be doing any betting on the horses. I might not be doing any betting on the horses, but nonetheless, that's a little bit of what gets to happen right here in Nairobi as well, because you know, people want to get entertained, people want to have their leisure time put into good use, and I do believe that is why we do see also people getting to engage in things like the horse racing. I have never attended a horse racing event. I do not see myself attending one anytime soon. That is not my particular kind of use for my leisure time. But nonetheless, people also get to do it, and they also get to enjoy a little bit of that. Joby, have you ever attended a horse racing competition?
No.
Why not?
How will I say why not? If I've not been out of Kenya,
There's one right there in Nairobi.
I've never. Maybe growing up, you know, financial status and everything, so it was kind of hard experiencing such things.
I don't think it's expensive to get a horse racing ticket. I don't think it's expensive.
To pay?
Yeah, you have to pay.
How
And I
much
think
is
there's
it?
also a golf course right there, but I'm not sure how much
Have you
money.
been there?
But you would also, I have been to the race course myself, but I have not gone there to see the videos.
I don't want to experience that one day.
Race at the end of the day. But nonetheless, I think we have gotten to the end of this particular area. We have gotten to the end of this particular area. And I just want to thank everyone that has been with us, you know, going around and showing a little bit of the art itself. And of course, like I said, there are so many things that are going on in this particular area. People drawing, people doing art of different, all sorts of art. You know, making beds, making seats. You know, wanting to live the lavish life, selling all these particular kind of it. Now we get to the place where we do have the flowers themselves, and that's a little bit on what was going on. That shit is boring. You're talking about the horse racing. Yes, I think it's boring. That will not be one of the things I would actually use my time on. You know, there are better things really to get involved with on the leisure time, on the weekends. Just go and watch, you know, people do this and that. There is also the matter of people who do weaving. We have seen right ahead of us, there are people who do weave carpets. These are hand making these carpets using hands. You know, these days there is a machines, but some people prefer using, you know, buying the hand woven carpets. And there is a little bit of one of them, which is it has the contact, the phone contact, in case anyone would like to buy the hand woven carpet. You can actually find it here. So from what you can see here, let me show you a little bit. This is the hand woven, the handmade wool carpets. Like I said, I think it takes a lot of time. You know, I think it takes a lot of time really to sort of make the carpets by hand. It might take a lot of time. Even if you are also looking for these boards, these are the boards for teaching, I do believe. The boards for teaching, and there is also rustic art in case you're wondering what the plants and the flowers are all about at the end of the day, because you know you have to look at you know, that particular aspect of art as well, and other wonderful cupboards such as this, made from the best wood. We do have all sorts of wood in Nairobi. We also do have people making bats from stones, from metal. These are rustic art. This is rustic art. We do have these are birds. Why are the birds not flying?
They're dead.
No, they are not dead. They are actually not dead. In case you're looking for this, these are birds. These are stone made with metal, but they look really, really, really nice. And you know, I was wondering, why are the birds not scared? You have to ask yourself what's going on with the birds. But the birds are not moving. And we also do have some of the skulls. You know, the skulls by some of the biggest animals. These are big skulls, if you ask me. Those are actual skulls, either from bulls or either skulls from other animals. That is what is happening right there at the end of the day. And with the rustic arts, like I said, there's also a grill, in case you're wondering where you can burn your nyama choma. That grill, I think, is one of the best. And we are still going around. We are almost coming to the end. I think we have finished that particular stretch. But I want to thank everyone for joining us on the show. And we shall be, you know, winding up real quick.
Yeah. I appreciate everyone who's been streaming. I want to thank you. I hope you learned something. And as I said, I still think, as much as Keith is, you know, not agreeing with me so far, because I'm only in Kenya, I think Kenya is, so far, it has the best artisans. You know, so far.
I think the same, you know, the
Yeah.
Kenyan artisan have passion.
Yeah.
The Kenyan artisan do have creativity. They are original in the way we make our stuff. We
Yes.
are original at the end of the day. No, it doesn't have to be
And it's
copied.
passion.
Yeah, there is
from
there is
passion.
that particular kind of originality as well.
Mhm.
Because that is what it's all about at the end of the day. But nonetheless, family, we want to thank everyone for joining us on the stream. I think we're done that particular stretch. And unless anyone wants to buy property, I see on that particular end there is property for sale.
I can see Keith asking how much is the carpet, how much the carpet goes for.
Oh, I haven't the hand woven one, the small hand
Yeah,
woven one.
yeah.
But we do have also a lot of
Well,
like that.
Keith, I guess
So
I'll
from
have to
that
travel
angle-
more. I guess I'll have to travel more. Yeah. Okay.
This angle, yeah.
All right.
So family, I want to thank everyone for joining us on the Tujadili 254 show. And I hope that everything is well with you and your family. We have come to the end of that particular stretch. We are showing you what's good with the artisans and really what's going on with the Kenyan art makers. You know, they are making seats, they are making tables, they are making all sorts of things. And we are out here to show you what's really, really popping. We are all about life, love,
And money.
For today we were focusing on art, and we hope that you get to enjoy it. Thank you so much. Much peace and love. Have a
Kwaherini.
wonderful time. You have property for sale. In case you want to buy that particular building, it's still up for sale. Just holler at me.